So, how many signs of spoiled child behavior does your child have? That's what we're talking about today. So, do you worry that they're headed down that road of entitlement? Do you wonder if their meltdowns or rude child behavior are actually normal or are too much? That's exactly what we're going to discuss here. And I'm so grateful you're here. If you appreciate this video, I sure would love it if you'd give it a thumbs up or pass it on. And what I'm going to do right now is I am actually going to read from my new book that I'm writing currently called Love Parenting: 9 Steps to Inspiring a Stubborn Child to Listen, but without bribing, caving in, or yelling. So if you can relate to this, this is what I want to know is as I'm reading through these, I'm going to give you 10. And you might just want to have a little check, like a little scrap piece of paper or on your tablet, just mark down how many of them they have it. So I say here, strong-willed kids are often little lawyers in the making. They have a knack for debate and cross-examination. Does this sound familiar to you? Ever have an extended conversation about something as simple as the correct color of a sippy cup, or have a UN-like discussion around the necessity of glitter on every single item in your household? So living with that spirited kid, one who has the big, big opinions, often means having your patience tested and often your understanding of the phrase, choose your battles, stretched out to the max. So maybe your child has America's Got Talent worthy tantrums whenever they don't get their way. Perhaps they possess this uncanny ability to make please and thank you vanish from their vocabulary faster than those socks in your dryer. So to help you navigate and differentiate between the normal Tuesday tantrum and a potential red flag, here are 10 signs of a spoiled child that I want you to check out. Now, don't worry, we're going to go through some practical advice as well here. And there's no judgment. This is one of the most difficult times, I believe, in history from an entitlement perspective to raise a child. And just as a reminder, for those of you who've been with me before, stubborn children, spirited children, strong-willed children, whatever you want to call them, are more difficult to parent. So I just hope you'll really give yourself a lot of grace and a lot of forgiveness and understanding. My guess is you're doing the very best you can do with what you've currently got. Okay, so the first sign to check out are polite words or MIA. So while saying thank you and please is a learning process, if they're rarer than unicorns and your child refuses even when prompted, then Houston, you may have a spoiled child problem. It's the first one. Second one, chronic sore loser. These are the kids who turn into like mini mobsters when attempting to snatch boardwalk in Monopoly. They feel justified to do whatever they have to do, even cheat the system to come out on top. Why even one bad Uno round can result in pouting meltdowns for an hour after. Third one, manipulation master. This is often a parent's kryptonite, especially if they prey on your guilt, saying things like, but Sam's mom lets her do it. If whining and tantrums become their negotiation go-to tool, or they play the other parent card, it may be time for a shift when it comes to your boundaries. Fourth, being unhelpful is the default. So if you have a kid whose zone of genius is making scarce whenever help is needed, then there's something probably to look at. Maybe they're suddenly tired, or they need to use the bathroom for a full 20 minutes while you're cleaning up from dinner. Others will turn a simple chore request into a Broadway production with dramatic sighs, refusal, even comedic distractions. So if your kiddo mirrors any of these, it's worth taking note. I talk a lot about the importance of chores, and in this particular area, I feel like that is one of the biggest solutions is really making chores a team event in your household. The fifth one, instant meltdown mayhem. So not every demand is a dire need. I know you know that, but did they know that? If not getting that toy, that turn, or what they want triggers an epic meltdown whenever they don't get their way, you might be entering into spoiled territory. Interruption entitlement. If they're interrupting more than a pop-up ad on a free streaming site, this is a sign some lessons in patience and respect is needed. This can be an especially important lesson for ADHD kids. Many are just oh so excited to share that they have difficulty containing their enthusiasm. So again, might not be a spoiled child issue as much as it's a excitement issue, and just being able to better filter that and know when to share and when not to share often comes with age. Spotlight seeker. Most of us love a bit of applause and accolades, a pat on that back. Yet, if your child's pulling out jazz hands every chance they get, craving constant attention, it may be time for a chat about sharing the musical stage they adore. Defiance drama. It's a tough and humbling pill to swallow when your little one challenges every authority figure, especially when you're on the receiving end. Hang in there. You are not alone, especially if you have a stubborn child. That's what they do. They test the waters, they test our boundaries. Ninth one, fairness fanatic. Keeping score is best kept for sports and games, not daily sibling and family life. If that's not fair rings out more than your snooze alarm, some team family recalibration could be in order here. Last one, dollar divas and divos. It's crucial you help your child know the difference between their wants and needs. Also having them value and see value in a dollar. So have you ever heard the Spanish saying, mi casa es su casa? Well, these kiddos that are prone to entitlement will often spout out a version of su dólar es mi dólar and treat their parents like their own ATM machines with endless credit. Now, I want you to, count them up. And even if you have a lot of them, what I want you to consider is this. All kids have selfish moments. Let me repeat that. All kids have selfish moments. That's what makes them kids. And it's totally natural and normal. But moving towards a better balance between having that selfie lens on versus that othering lens on, looking for what they can do for others rather than just always what they can get, is part of growing up, but it also takes time. So yet if you have like 5 out of the 10 spoiled child signs that are continually creeping in and they're getting worse, then likely some change is definitely needed. So I would love to hear from you. Is this a concern for you? Which one is a concern? I have a teenager still at home right now, and there's a few concerns, but they've really softened over the years. And that's what we're going for. Are they softening? Are they getting better? And is it not disrupting the household? Is it not taking away from the peace and harmony in the household and your connection and mutual respect between you? That's crucially important. So I want you to think of preventing spoiled child syndrome like pruning a plant. Softening the behaviors that focus on what's in it for me and strengthening a focus more on what's in it for others creates fertile ground. We really need a balance of this for a well-rounded child to flourish rather than become an unruly narcissistic mess of weeds, right? So, by the way, it's not labeling our kids as spoiled. I think this is an important point, but remembering it's far easier to shape those immature saplings than to move mature trees later. Thus, a little proactive parenting can save a lot of future headaches later on. My best clients are professional moms who have a stubborn child who are really looking to get them to listen, but without yelling, without bribing, without caving in so they can have a peaceful home. If this is you and you are like, I really want some help, I really want to make a change and serious about that change, I invite you to reach out to me. And if you're not yet a member of the Stubborn Child Solutions Facebook group, come on over. I'd love to see you there. It's videos like this that I do and share. And if you haven't heard lately, I want to thank you on behalf of your kids who might not be thanking you right now. Thank you for all you do day in and day out. Parenting is a huge marathon. It's not a sprint. And you, my friend, are doing the work by being here and by listening to me right now. Sending you lots of love and God bless.